Okay, Grand Rising, Elizabeth. It
Grand
is
Rising,
Friday.
Grand.
Not August. It is Friday, September 6th, 2024. Time is flying by fast for it. So I'm just grateful to be here. I'm Lolly. I'm your co-host for today's Passion and Purpose Friday. And of course, we are here with the one and only Queen Aduni, co-host and founder of Elizabeth.
Yeah, Grand Rising, everyone. It is a wonderful day. And as they say, this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. So, anything coming in your life that is not happy, you already said, I shall rejoice and be glad in it. So let it pass you right on by. Oh, that's not for me. That's not for me. Oh, joy. Yeah. That's for me. Disappointment. Oh, let that go on by, go on by. Oh, fun and play. Yes, yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, debt. Oh, no. Prosperity. Yes, yes. So since we get to choose wisely.
Yes, yes.
And that's what I got to say. What you drinking, mama?
Ginger shot.
Ooh.
What's in that?
A lot of ginger. I put more ginger, lemon, olive oil, and raw honey.
Ooh, how's
It's
it?
good.
Is it?
Huh?
It tastes good.
Yeah, I like ginger and lemon. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. You weren't there when we took the drinks yesterday, were you?
Yeah,
Oh, you were there when it was.
I took my turmeric shot. That was woo, but but the ginger shot that was just yeah.
In case you didn't know, yesterday, Sister Dietrich did a workshop over at the salon at Everett's in Lizzie's kitchen. And it was really, 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 really good. She had all her stuff together and a notebook for us and pens and information typed out, and it was good. Very, very good. She's so organized anyway, so it's
Yeah,
good.
I was drinking shots yesterday. Any mixed drink?
You mix the
Mixed the turmeric with the apple juice. That was about as mixed as it got.
yeah. So yeah, you got anything in particular, Lolly Lolly?
I do.
Okay,
I
I love,
do.
I love you.
You too. Okay. So hold on, let me get the little light thing on. So now you can see me a little better. Okay. Um, I was thinking on what I wanted to share today because I just wasn't sure.
Mhm.
Not sure at all. And I'm thinking about a lot of times I think what is my current situation? What did I learn this week today? What I learned, what came to me, what did I download? What did somebody say to me? And I was struggling at first because I'm like, I don't know what to share yet. And sometimes I have a moment like talked about last week, where instead of visualizing all the things that I am walking into and the beauty of things and how beautiful things are and going to be, sometimes I have those rumination moments where I'm like, well, it's not really going as to go, and this is this, nothing that, blah 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 blah. And I was like, hold on, we gonna scratch this. We're gonna scratch this and we're gonna focus on gratitude. And so that is what I wanted to share about today. It's about gratitude. So I do have a couple things I want to say about that. I do have this video by a guy named Eckert. I don't know how to say his last name. Tol.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's about 8 or 9 minutes, so it's not super duper long. And then a brief activity that you can do now, or you can do it on your own time. But yes, that's what I've got. So, I was thinking about my situation as I explained, and then I also dealt with this week my little sister, whom I adore so much. She is so smart and beautiful and has a lot of growing to do. And I was saying the other day that I can't wait until her grace and her patience and her kindness matches the beauty that she exerts on the outside.
Mhm.
Because I was sitting with her, and she did apologize later, but it was her birthday this week. And we scheduled, it took her a while to figure out where she wanted to go and eat. She wanted to make it like some aesthetically pleasing place that looked bougie for lunch and everything. And so she was debating. She finally decided on where she was gonna go or where she wanted us to meet her for lunch. And so not everybody could make it because it was last minute, but I had a little extra time. So I'm like, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna pull up. Well, then about an hour beforehand, my mom asked me to pick her up and take her, and I'm like, sure, not a problem. So when I go to pick her up, I noticed that when she comes, she has me waiting for like a good 25 minutes or so. So we're already late for the reservation. Um, and when she comes out, I can see on her face that she's upset about something. So I began to like tell her as soon as I saw that, the empathy in me, the empathetic individual I am, was like, you know what? Let's take a deep breath right now. Everything is all right. It's literally fine. Don't even worry about all that. It's nothing to even be upset about. We're gonna have a good day. Everything is good. And as soon as I said that, she starts going off on me. And I'm like, what? And she's like, well, you could have been here earlier. You should have helped me with my hair. You should have helped me with this and that. I was like, you didn't ask me. I didn't know. Like, I don't know. I wanted to make sure you got to the birthday. If you needed help, I would have been here, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. And so she starts complaining about how all these things are going wrong and how this and that and just all this. It took me a lot to keep my peace. I'm like, it's your birthday. I'm not gonna. Yes, I just got quiet. I mean, I said my piece, but not in a way that would be negatively impactful. But I was just quiet. And then later when we got to the restaurant, she kind of was also like, "Oh, I should have picked somewhere else. I don't think I like this menu." Blah blah blah. It's like it was a whole bunch. But then something that my mom and I were talking to her about was the importance of seeing things with the glass half full instead of half empty. Wow, I have an amazing family that wants to celebrate my birthday with me. Wow, someone is willing to pick me up and take me to this reservation. This food here is quality food. It's not a huge menu, but that's because they specialize in very specific things. And this food that I eat or pick will be really good. It was hand designed just for my birthday. I'm in this wonderful place where everybody's able to at least afford something on this menu and maybe pay for my food. Today is a good day. I look beautiful. There's a shift that could have happened because of gratitude. So I realized that she's not the only one that does this. I also do it sometimes too. And I think we all have moments where inconvenience makes us forget completely about all the beautiful things that are actually happening. And it's like, oh, this ain't it. But what is? What actually is it? What is the beautiful things that are allowing you to be in this moment right now? Okay. No, it doesn't look exactly to the T how you wanted it to look, but there are so many beautifully moving parts that are just designing this beautiful, magnificent present and future for you. And you have to be able to see it as such with gratitude. So before I play the video to share for the activity so that you can kind of get your minds moving, is that I'll be asking y'all just some basic questions, but really I want you to think about what is going right. That's really the biggest question of it all. What is going right? What is something that I have? What is something that has changed my life for the better? These are the type of questions that I ask so that you can kind of like write them down, and then hopefully we'll be able to share a little bit. But those are some questions that I want you to think about, because we don't want to get stuck on what I don't have and what's not going right and what's changed my life for the worse. Okay, so keep that in mind. I want to play this video though. It's like I said, it's only about 8 or 9 minutes, so that should give us enough time to kind of think, brainstorm, and share as well. So mm, hold on. I'm getting there. I'm getting
I'm a coming.
it. All right, here we go.
Totally.
Is there some type of discipline that is needed to be successful with conscious manifestation? If so, can you describe what the discipline is that is needed? Well, basically, I have already described the discipline that's needed in your daily life to be aware of yourself and of your own state of consciousness. Also, an important factor, perhaps, that is implied in what we've been saying, but it's worth pointing it out explicitly, is the importance of what is conventionally called gratitude. But there could be other words. Gratitude is a very powerful transformational tool, and also one of the most powerful tools for manifesting better things in your life. Now, what does that mean? The gratitude is to acknowledge the good in your life now. And it's surprising how many people don't do that, who can only see the bad in their lives or only complain. But it's extremely powerful to acknowledge the good that's in your life now. Now let's talk about this for a moment. This does not mean that you have a conceptual idea of what your life is, and then you compare it to somebody else's life, and you say, oh, really, I should be happy because I have it so much better than look at these people. They've got their life is worse than mine, so I really should be grateful for my life. That's not it. That's not real gratitude. That means you're moving within the conceptual realm, and your feeling of well-being is dependent on somebody else who has less than you or is suffering more than you. So gratitude is not if you compare yourself, because that's a misconception, very common misconception of gratitude, is you compare yourself to somebody else or even a whole group of people. So you look at people in the third world, I really should be grateful. We are so much better off, even though I may be poor, but I'm still better off than people. So let's be grateful. No, that's not real gratitude. You're depending on others to be worse off than you, but you can feel gratitude. It's crazy. It feeds the ego. No, gratitude is to acknowledge the good that's in your life now, this moment. Okay, so it's not the good in your life situation. I'm fine because I have achieved this or that or whatever. No, at this moment. And that's simple things. It really comes down to simple things. What can I be grateful for at this moment? Wow, there's so much I can be grateful for. Now, what is it? To be grateful is to acknowledge something, to give it attention, and to appreciate it. I have this, you can't see it, but I have a nice round table here. And it's lovely. I touch it. It's made of wood, and it's lovely. It's not spectacular. It doesn't need to be spectacular, but it has a presence and a beingness. There's light coming through the window there and from behind me. I often sit here. I'm lucky to have these trees here, and I often sit here. There's a little screen otherwise there's too much glare, but I often sit here. I look at the trees for 10, 15 minutes, and there's a continuous feeling of goodness, and we could call that gratitude, but I don't say in my mind, I'm so grateful for these trees. I simply appreciate the wonder and aliveness, the beingness of these trees. So I acknowledge the good in this moment by appreciating the wonder, the miracle of these trees. It's just, you can look at the sky. Here today happens to be completely overcast, but and that's fine too, because there's light filtering continue through. There's more light in a way today than is when the sky is blue, because the light is dispersed by the cloud. It's everywhere. And it comes from the sun. It filters through the clouds. Now you appreciate that. You look at a potted plant. You're grateful for that. You're grateful for all the little things. You hear a bird. Wow. You drink a glass of water, acknowledging your breathing. So that's gratitude. The gratitude is the appreciation of life that's around you. So you can say the gratitude for being alive, to feel that you're alive in your entire body, the inner body, the invisible presence that inhabits the body, to feel that. So all the little things, gratitude is best applied to all the small things that continuously surround you in life. And then you see the goodness of it all. Or you can just, let's say you have little or no money, and you're looking for abundance. So how do you bring abundance into your life? You have to acknowledge the abundance that is already everywhere around you. You walk past this, you're walking in the street, and there's a flower store. There's flowers on display and potted plants outside if you live in a city. An abundance of life, the flowers. Just amazing. There's abundance, and you can look everywhere and see abundant life. Jesus used that term. He said, I want you to have abundant life. In other translations, he says the same term translated in a different way. I want you to have the fullness of life. Jesus promises the fullness of life or abundant life. Now, true abundance, which many people are looking for, and they think abundance is to do with having many things. It could be that quite a few things come to you when you access the source of all abundance, which of course is within you. It's the feeling of the fullness of life. Now, once you get this feeling in the present moment, then this is perhaps the very core of gratitude, is to feel the aliveness of life within yourself.
All right. So that was gratitude, a powerful tool for conscious manifestation.
Mhm.
And while I'm sitting here, give me a second, I need to plug in my computer. But there were some key things that really came to me, well, that I heard, I should say, while I was watching that. And it was a few things. One, gratitude is not comparison. That's what he really started off by saying. You know, that's a very egoistic approach to gratitude. Don't have, but I have. So now I'm grateful.
Mhm.
Gratitude should exist regardless of what anyone around you has. If everybody around you is a millionaire and you only make a couple thousand a year, are you going to not be grateful anymore? It should on that. Your gratitude is appreciation of what is currently existing, what is in your present. It's in life. And another thing that he mentioned was the abundance manifesting. So we were like, I need abundance, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more. Okay. It's okay to want more. But what is the abundance that you see currently that you can be grateful for? It's like, I am grateful for what I have here. I am grateful for all of the many things that I have, the many people that are around me, the that I have. I'm so grateful that more just comes because I already can give appreciation to this. Sometimes because we are not grateful, we sometimes lose what we have, but we also aren't able to accept the new things and see them as resources, as abundance, because we're negatively looking at the abundance that currently exists. So if there's no gratitude, we're not existing and appreciating that fullness of life that he spoke of. And there's not really a reason for anything else to be gifted to you because you're not grateful for it.
Right.
So that's a really big thing. Gratitude is huge, not only just for your state, your peace of mind, for your happiness, for your current state, making you feel better about life. It is so important for your expansion, for the expansion, excuse me, of your passion and purpose. It is so, so, so important because in order to expand, you have to be grateful for what currently exists. So, um, I do have a little bit of more I can share, but I want to open the floor while I get my charger. I want to open the floor for what people took out of that he was answering about manifestation. So if whatever you took out of that, I would love to hear it.
Well, I always try to let other people talk because I can always talk. And that is, one of the things that I was just thinking about, um, well, one, when he said about gratitude and being in the moment, not grateful for stuff way back in the past and, all of that, and all of that is wonderful. But when you can be grateful for the present moment that we are in, when I can be grateful for this moment, that the fact that I'm with you, ladies, the fact that I have, I'm grateful that my electricity is on, that I can talk to you. I'm grateful that if it wasn't on, I could always get on my phone. I'm grateful for where we are in technology right now. We were talking the other day about my husband and I, how I turned around, I almost got to the freeway. I was about to get on the freeway and I said, my phone. And we turned all the way around and went back to the house to get the phone. We were going to a festival. And so we can keep up with each other and for whatever other reasons. But I said, boy, you remember when we didn't have these, right? And if we left, well, call, leave a message, and that was it. But just being grateful I'm grateful for what I have right now. And I'm grateful for all of the ideas that God is always pouring inside of me, like constantly, constantly, constantly. Yeah, I can't even think about when people say they don't know what their passion is. What the hell do you think about all day? You know, even if you go somewhere, even if you go somewhere and you hate that job or something, you got to be going somewhere in your mind. You got to be going where, I wish I could be doing this. So when people say, I don't know what my passion is, what? What do you think about? What do you think about all the time? What what do you wish you could do something about when you see that thing that you like is not happening, or being abused or misused or something like that, and you like, um I, yeah, just I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God made me like I am. I'm grateful that my mom and dad got together and had me. I mean, they couldn't do any better than me, because that's who it is. That's who I am. So that's what like what he's saying about be grateful for right now in this moment. Always able to have something new. Not the same old things that we're grateful for, but something new, because we are creators. So just create something new to be grateful for. And be grateful that you can do that. How about that? So, that's it. That's it for me. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next.
I'll go next.
Oh, we got all this. Y'all can't talk about grateful? Come on.
I can talk
When I
about
when I sit here and I look around, some in my bedroom, and I look around my room, I got stuff all over the walls, and I can remember when I had nothing on the walls.
Hmm.
I had no pictures, nothing, and now, and that was because I really didn't have a reason, to live, nothing to be grateful about, because I was disturbed that I was still here. And now, when I look around, I got all this stuff on my walls, and all of this stuff I put up there to encourage myself. Because now I know why I'm here. I know that I have a reason to live. And all I got to do is just look around at what I surrounded myself with. I created this. I created my life. I created the depression I was in. I created that I'm no longer in depression. I created what I came here to do. I created this. And if it doesn't fit, then I could change it, because I have the gift of choice that God gave me. And I was listening to Erin Lyons yesterday when she was talking about people when they say they don't know they have what their purpose is. And, like Queen said, and she was saying that what it is that you're supposed to do right now, that's your purpose. Focus on that. The other stuff will come. And since I was in depression, I needed to focus on getting out. That was my purpose at the moment. You need to get out so you could find your joy, so you could find your love, so you could find your peace, so that I can know that God loves me beyond the shadow of a doubt. And that is something that will never change. I even wrote a poem looking for that. And God responded to me with a song. So, gratitude. Somebody asked me the other day, what's good about you? I said, I'm still breathing. mean, I could say a lot, but that's the main thing. I am still breathing. That's what's good. And that that's what I want to say about gratitude. And I don't see the glass half full anymore. I see it full. So there's no room for any emptiness, which means there's no room for limits. Limits does not exist. Now I'm done.
Thank you.
Wisdom.
Stacy, you were gonna say something?
Okay, so I'm grateful for the ability of my legs being able to move, the strength that are in my legs right now. Because I didn't always have a lot of strength in my legs to get up and move and go around. So I'm grateful that I'm able to get in the car and go and go to different places. I'm like an hour away from home right now. And I'm grateful that I'm in this place, seeing new faces, meeting new people.
Yeah.
And just grateful for right now, the present, just being here. Because I could be somewhere else, but I chose to be here. I mean, it wasn't that I said I'm going to IHOP today because their food is not my first choice. So, but I am grateful that they have good water. So I got some pancakes here with blueberries in them. So I dug the blueberries out and left the rest. So I'm grateful that, I can at least decipher from what I really didn't want in the pancake because I know what pancakes do to me. So I'm grateful that, there is some blueberries in the pancakes. And I'm grateful that that my day is filled with something that I intended on doing today. And I was able to move forward in doing it. Even though it didn't work out the way I planned it, I'm still grateful that, how can I say it? So I'm thinking that I'm going somewhere and I'll, gonna wait there in a place, but the place that I have to wait in, there's nowhere to sit. So I was grateful that I had my car to sit in and then make a choice to jump in my car and go somewhere else where I could be comfortable. And yeah, just for every movement that I'm doing today, although didn't work out the way it was supposed to work out, I'm grateful that it worked out where I'm still able to move forward and appreciate the things that I'm coming in contact with as I move along the day.
Yeah. Shay, next. That was good.
Okay, so are we talking about what we're grateful for?
Yes, ma'am.
I am grateful for being able to learn new things and not letting ego keep me stuck in well, this is the way I want to do it, this is the way I want it to be, willing to look at a different way of being that may be more beneficial to me, not be so stuck in one, so. And I'm grateful that my grandson's taking musical theater.
Oh, where?
At school.
Okay.
That's one of his electives. He elected musical theater. I'm like, okay, so that means you're gonna get up in front of people and sing,
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was able to bless him with a new guitar. And so I'm so looking forward to hearing him, watching his growth.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't know he had some experience with the guitar because his sister Naya has a guitar and she would show him a few things. So I was like, oh, okay. Because he, I thought I was gonna hear, but when he got in his room, I heard swing. I heard like music. It's like, oh,
Like you knew something, what, yeah, how to do a few things, yeah. Okay. That's going to be a new adventure in your house.
yeah.
Him singing and
Oh, the singing on the toilet and in the shower is a constant. That's daily. That's
yes, right.
daily.
He'll add the guitar now, and I'm going to get my grandson a drum set, because when he comes over, he always goes to the top of the steps and he said, drums. So I take him down there. We hit on the drums for about 5 minutes, and then okay, and go up. So that's great. That's great. Anyone else want to share about the video, what you got out of it, or about what you're grateful for right now? The only other person is Sharonda. I don't know if she can talk right now.
Yeah, Eckhart Tolle. Oprah introduced me to him.
Yeah.
And
No, Sharonda.
Okay, Sharonda, go get on in on the
I
gratitude
just,
train.
I just, I don't know, I made a mistake and logged out of work. But yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the Elizabeths for stretching us, exposing us to some different things, because had I not been exposed to you guys, it's a lot of these things that I would not have been exposed to. So I'm grateful for that, because, it's a saying, when the teacher is ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm looking forward to, moving forward and doing some things that I didn't know I wanted to do, and some things that I know I need to do. It's just, all the work in progress. I'm thankful for healthier options as far as food is concerned. Like Stacy said, I'm grateful for having a car, because that is freedom, because there was a time I did not have a car. And it's like in the pandemic, it was like, I can't go nowhere. Like, you don't really think about it until you don't have it. And then I am thankful for having somewhere to stay at this time, because last year, earlier in the year, I was at the shelter. So, and I'm also looking forward to being able to provide shelter for people coming soon here. So I'm just grateful for the ability to move forward and not being stagnated, because I'm just like, I'm here at this job. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the job as of right now. And they were like, we have to give like 5 years before we can retire. But I don't know. I did like a quick turnaround trip to Houston with my friend. She wanted me to go because I've been with her like for almost every holiday. And I just went, with everything that's going on with my mom having a mini stroke, and just trying to deal with these crazy guys. And I'm just like, I'm out of here. I'll have to reap the consequences now. I'm like, okay, now I don't got no money. But I am going to create some accounts so that it will not be so much of a hassle. I would like to have these trips and everything paid for in advance, so that I don't have to feel guilty. I will have saved for it, will have invested for it, so that when I go, I can go and be carefree. So I'm just looking forward to more and more and more and more and more. Thank y'all for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank you all for sharing. I know Lakeisha's getting. I'm gonna kind of recap what's going on, and then if Lakeisha wants to share anything she can. But yeah, so important, and I'm glad that we are in a space of understanding its importance and recognizing it, even when it's just a blueberry pancake. Okay, it is. It's even the little things are worth giving gratitude for, because they're all a part of our journey. Okay, our story would be different today. If all they had was plain pancakes with no blueberries, your story for today would be a different story. So every little aspect of life, even the ones that we passively just allow to happen and then just forget about, they are a part of who we are. They are part of who we are becoming. They are a part of our story and our reason and our and could be help walk in our purpose and our passion as well. Um and so we can learn from the things that are around us. Something that I really appreciate about a lot of, I'll say, Buddhism as well as other spiritualities, African centered spiritualities, is like there is an appreciation for nature that happens a lot, that you see a lot. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to view it as a deity, unless that's what you're into. But I can appreciate the tree outside, the rock outside. I can appreciate the snail, the turtle, the bear. I can appreciate the wind, the leaf that falls. I can give that appreciation or that gratitude because I know that it is such a profound essence in my story. It is something that I can learn from, something that can open doors for me in other ways. The leaf that fell on the ground might have been orange enough for me to remember the orange hair on the lady that I needed to talk to tomorrow. It you never know how
Right.
together. So it's so important that when we're not, like I mentioned last week, ruminating on the negative, but we are taking a moment to think about what is currently happening, what is in our present that we can be grateful for and potentially use as a resource to expand ourselves. Um, and so what I realized, I correlated in listening to Eckhart Tolle talk, but also just in this discovery of the importance of gratitude that has taken me years, and I fall back sometimes too. We all do, but um, I realized that there is a correlation between some of the exercises that we learn about, like grounding, and in gratitude. So grounding, if you've done, and I know we've done them in here, but if you haven't, I'm just explaining. So there's grounding exercises where you can be like, what do I see right now? What am I feeling right now? What you use your senses, you can use your senses to understand what my present space is. You can do that. You can take it a step further and say, I see this wall, but this wall in front of me is creating this room that I'm able to be in so I can close my door when I want to. I feel the wind blowing. That cool breeze is allowing me to stay cool so that I don't overheat. I I taste this coconut yogurt. The coconut yogurt was so good. It made me feel good this morning because I was able to feed me and my baby. Okay, so when we can see what's around us and really ground into our present moment, we can have this greater and more profound appreciation for the existence of everything within it. And then if we can have that appreciation, we can see that we can use it as a resource to the next step, to the next thing. And it becomes even more important to be appreciative. So with that being said, I'm going to ask some of these questions again that I want us to think about on your own time. You don't have to, we're not going to do a whole write up and share up today or whatever, but really think about in your life, what is something, the easiest thing, what is something that you are grateful for today, right now? Either it could be right now, it could have been an hour ago, but something that happened today that you could be grateful for. Something that happened in your life that changed you for the better. Okay, what is an event? It could be anything, an occurrence, something that happened that changed your life for the better. Um, and then where do you see the abundance in your life? That one sometimes can be a difficult one because you're like, if you're stuck in the I don't have, I still need, if it's money, a lot of times it's money because I do that all the time. But a lot of times we're stuck in what we don't have. If we can see where the abundance is, oh, it could be I got a lot of blankets. All right, cool. Now that I know I have a lot of blankets, what can I do with that? How can I use this as a resource? I'm grateful I have a lot of blankets. Now, how can I use it? Oh, maybe I create different art pieces with these blankets. Or maybe I'm able to I don't know, make a giveaway basket and I use a blanket or whatever in it. Maybe I have an Airbnb property and I'm like, now I have extra blankets for the property. Whatever it is, let's see how we can use our gratitude to allow us to see the resources that we currently have that we are grateful for and can utilize for our expansion. And so those are some of the questions I want you to think about. But while we are here in the last few minutes that we have left, Lakeisha, if you wanted to share anything that you are grateful for today, it could be big or small, but anything that you want to share. Oh, go ahead, Queen. Sorry.
Yeah, before you do that, Lakeisha, Lolly, can you write those 3 things while Lakeisha is sharing her wonderful life with us of gratitude?
Yes, yes.
Is she putting them in WhatsApp?
Yeah, well,
I can. Actually, I was gonna do that. I was
yeah,
gonna
do
do
that.
that mainly. So if it does it need to be in this chat right now? Is everybody on WhatsApp?
Put it in
Yeah,
WhatsApp,
Okay.
because
because we only got 5, it's 9:55, so.
Okay. It'll be on WhatsApp. Just give me a minute after this.
thank you. Unmute yourself.
I really wanted to come in a lot sooner than what I did, but this was like perfect time. And so one of the things that I'm grateful for and thankful for, and I do this, I had an event yesterday with the seniors doing, they wanted me to come in and do renter's insurance, fire insurance. So I did that. But one of the things I always start off with is, I let them know that typically every day I meditate, and then I always talk about what I'm grateful for and thankful for. And so one of the things that I always say is that I am so thankful and grateful that every day that we wake up, we have an opportunity to change our situation for the better. So I'm so thankful and grateful for that, because each day is new. You leave what's behind and then you start like anew. And so I'm thankful that each time that we wake up, we are able to change our situation for the better. And so this morning I was waking up because I really want to get a handle on my weight. So I want to change my weight size. One of the ladies, she said, quit saying you want to lose weight, because when you say the word lose, it triggers something in your mind. So I'm working on that, saying I want to lose weight. So it was a protocol I stumbled across this morning. It's some kind of protocol to help you with, keto, I guess keto, and for 30 days to do this protocol. And one of the things that was so amazing, he started talking about vitamin G. And I was like, vitamin G? And what the vitamin G was, gratitude. And he had a gratitude right here, and I didn't realize it. So it was like supplement with happiness, like all inside the bottle. And I didn't get it, But then after he said vitamin G, make sure you have you some vitamin G, and to write down all the things that, 5 things at least or more than what that you're grateful for. So I thought that was pretty cool that you are talking about gratitude today. Get your vitamin G.
Well, based on that, vitamin G, let's hug ourselves. I don't know if anyone has anything. Today is Friday for this weekend. I don't have anything in particular. A Dally in the Alley is happening on Saturday. So if you've never gone down there, otherwise, give yourself a big old hug. Good show, Lolly. Good show.
Yes, amazing.
Give the world a big hug. And sprinkle goodness and blessings and all of those wonderful things, health and wealth and da 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 da. And I will see y'all next time I see you. Peace and prosperity.
Peace.